Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first ever school podcast hosted by students. We're delighted to have you here.
Have you ever wondered why you might be scrolling for the past hour?
Or why you have been manipulated by social media?
And why you have been shopping for products online which have been viral for weeks or maybe even months?
Yes, social media is our topic for today. Without further ado, let's introduce our first guest. Our first topic is the attention thief notifications, and our special guest is going to be Altay from 794. Hello, Altay.
Hello.
Great, and delighted to have you here. So, you probably know what's our notifications because
Yes.
everyone has a phone these days. Why do people have the urge to check their notifications like every 20 seconds?
Personally, I'm an owner of a phone and I always check my phone for notifications, and sometimes these notifications can be something important and sometimes these notifications can be something not really important but funny. So I always check my phone.
Okay, thank you. And how people get manipulated so easily, especially like children, because there are scam notifications and also social media notifications that might not be as like good for your mental health and wellness, which we're going to talk about next. But yeah, how can people get manipulated so easily?
Yeah, good question. People get manipulated easily because so watching a screen or looking at some screen is really addictive and people don't want to get off of it. They keep looking at it, they keep scrolling, they keep going to different apps, playing games.
Okay, thank you so much.
We
I agree with
invite-
Altay actually, kind of, because like I also check my phone all the time. Anyways,
Well, we invite our next guest, Hamza, to our podcast. Welcome to our podcast,
Hello.
Hamza. So today we're going to be talking about the doom scrolling trap. So do you have any idea of what doom scrolling is?
Doom scrolling is when you scroll through social media or your newsfeed a lot and for hours and hours without doing anything.
What do you think you can do other than doom scrolling?
I mean, it depends on your hobby actually. If you have a hobby of doing an exercise, you can do that. If you have a hobby of meditating, you can do that. Anything rather than just looking at your phone is fine.
Well, have you ever caught yourself doom scrolling for like more than an hour, and how did it happen?
Unfortunately, yes. It's because when I got my phone for the first time, I immediately went to doom scroll and I slept at 7 p.m. or something. No, not 7 p.m. a.m.
Okay, well, it was great having you. Thank you for being on our podcast.
I also doom scroll a lot personally.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, for our next guest, we have Eileen from 793, who's going to talk about the filter is a fiction, influencers' actual lives. Hello, Eileen. Delighted to have you here again for everyone here. And you probably know influencers and they post like day in the life vlogs. Do you think those videos are actually their actual lives? If yes, why? And if not, why not?
No, because they always edit out the bad parts and they make their life look perfect. And some people think their life is perfect and it makes them jealous sometimes.
Okay, thank you so much. And have you ever felt like pressure from influencers post, for example, to look like a certain way, to lose weight, to gain weight, or to like make your, for example, nose smaller or your lips bigger or something?
Yes, because people in the comments always compliment them and say that they look really good. And sometimes it makes me think that I should also look like that. But I think it's best to just accept the way we look on our own.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Well, I think I agree with her. People really try to make their lives look way better than others, which make many people feel bad, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
One of my friends were affected. Anyways,
Now we invite Alia to our podcast. Welcome to our podcast, Alia. Well, what do you think about shopping online and why?
I actually prefer to shopping offline, so in real life, because I actually love to walk with my friends or family and choose outfits because I love the feeling I have. It makes me happier. So personally, I prefer shopping in real life.
Have you ever bought something online and you've regretted it?
Unfortunately, yes, because sometimes I got scammed and sometimes the product that came was completely broken. And now I'm trying to solve this problem by asking advice from my family, friends, and try to not fall in this trap, let's say.
Well, how do you think you can prevent buying online products?
Mm, as I said above, I actually might search more information about the products, not get easily manipulated by the influencer. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you.
I also do buy a lot of products online actually.
I don't.
I bought like new stuff that are arriving this week actually. Anyways, let's just continue on our next topic. So our next topic is the cyber shield slash cyberbullying, stopping the hate from our lovely guest Abbas. Hello Abbas, great to see you here.
Pleasure
So-
to be here.
So can you tell our viewers that don't know what cyberbullying is? Small brief definition.
Okay, so firstly, basically, what is cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is when people are getting bullied, but they're not really getting bullied in real life like most people, or, well, some people are. Cyberbullying is when people are getting bullied online, mostly. Or, well, in general, they are getting bullied online. Cyberbullying is when they send you text messages to your family, they insult you or your family as well as threaten you as well. Or they might as well scam you.
Okay, thank you so much. Have your friends or relatives, maybe even you, have been cyberbullied? And can you please tell us their experience, if not yours?
Personally, I've never been cyberbullied, and none of my relatives also have. But I did have a friend once a while ago who's been cyberbullied. It took him a really long time to get over it. He was very depressed most of the time. He didn't know how to socialize as well. He was in his little own bubble at all times, and he was mostly anxious and depressed.
Okay. How can we prevent this happening most of the time?
If it does get out of hand as well, like too far, you could tell an adult. They could report it to the police as well. You could just maybe block them from the internet or something. You could also ask for friends' advice or just move on in your life.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, now we invite Jayla to our podcast in the topic of anxiety and fear of missing out, or what people call FOMO. Welcome to our podcast, Jayla. So, can you explain what FOMO is?
FOMO is the fear of missing out. For example, like your friends are going out with a person that you wanted to go with, and you're alone, and they're enjoying themselves, and you're just sitting there alone and like getting anxiety and stuff.
Well, can you explain how seeing the lives of other people makes your life feel less satisfying?
When we scroll through social media, we see some fake lifestyles and stuff that people do, and we feel really bad about our life and our condition, and then we get in depression and anxiety and stuff. Yeah.
Well, have you ever had anxiety while being in social media?
No, I never had anxiety, but some people do for scrolling too much, seeing people's fake lifestyles and stuff that you shouldn't see. And like the more they scroll, the more anxiety they get and they get depressed.
Okay, thank you.
For our next guest, we have Husna from 793, who's going to be talking about the digital wellness blueprint. Hello. Hello, Husna. Great to have you here. Can you just tell our audience, what's the goal and what is the digital wellness blueprint?
Digital Wellness Blueprint is a strategy that helps you to balance the difference between social media and real life well-beings.
Okay, thank you so much. What kind of boundaries can we set to not look at our phone and to create the digital wellness blueprint?
For example, spending time with your family, going outside with your friends, either drawing or just doing sports is good for yourself and for your health.
Okay, thank you so much. By the way, do you create boundaries for yourself as well? Be honest.
To be honest, I do not, but it's good for ourselves and for our health or for our future.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was a lot of guests.
Well, yeah, and it's now the end of our podcast, and thank you for watching.
It was delighted to have all seven of our guests. Thank you so much for watching.